Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, people? Gotta hit one of these just for this, just to get it going. Get the energy up. I need it myself. How we doing? It's been a rough week for the Cook Up Club. It's been a rough week, but people have made it, right? The crew is here. I'm seeing some submissions. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Shout out everyone in the chat. Who's in the chat anyway? I was chatting to a few of you guys in there. Short Motif, Bert Rogers. Yeah, let's just hit shorts with it, man. Because even though she can't see this, but she can watch it back. 18 months subbed levels. Big up shorts. Hitting it so bad that she can't even, watch the stream right now. So she's hearing this and is referring to this stream as the best podcast ever, which is wild, but is what it is. But we appreciate you, shorts. Thanks a lot for the support. 18 months is crazy. Yeah, we got Short Motif. We got Bez in the chat, Crispy in the chat. Who else we got up in here? Just the cruise here. Smith's Tips, Jabba Ranks. What's good? Shorts, figure it out. Jabba. I swear there should be a command. Fox Tombo, what's going on, bro? Is it just Shabba? Shabba. There we go. There's a few of these ones in the chat that you guys can just type without doing any commands, and sound effects will just come through. So hang on to that one, Jabs, so you can remember it. Let me check the little bot real quick, see if there's any cheeky ones. I know there's one for what, and a few others. Let's check. I think if you type bruh or Corona, boss, if you want the Rick Ross sound to come through, fatality. There's loads that you can type in. Oh my God. What's this one? We live?
Yeah, baby, we live.
Come on, man. Let's get it. But yeah, shout out everyone in the chat.
Bruh.
I don't tell people about it only because like people type it naturally and just be like, where did that come from? So it's fun. It's a little sly one. Like people will ask me a question and be like, what is a EQ?
What?
And then boom, I don't know if what's works, but I know what happened.
Coronavirus!
Shorts can't even see this, but I'm guessing you can assume what's happening. But yeah, the sound effects are going off if you just type random stuff in the chat. So yeah, you guys give me some ideas for that sort of stuff. And I know a few of you guys. Let me just move over to the main screen, get a bit, in there. I know a few guys was just saying the intro. I've been meaning to change it, right? But like what Burke Roger was saying, it's kind of like not legendary, but it's like we're so used to it. It's like we're getting hyped up for the Cook Up Club or just a John stream. So I definitely want to hang on to some of those bits and then swap them out for some newer clips. I want the same essence to be there. So definitely advise me on which clip should stay. I think we're gonna have to take out some of the ones with Nick showing off his gaff. Because everything he said in that video, man didn't do. So we've been promoting it. Man's not even been performing. Shout out Tyler Beats though. Anyway, but yeah, we're in here, man. I'm excited to hear some of these beats for the Cook Up Club. It's been a difficult sample. Yeah, it was from Jackson. Jackson was supposed to be on tonight, but I ain't heard from him. I think he's busy, but it's all good. It's one of those ones. But yeah, we're gonna get into it real soon. Man, it's been a busy week. How are you guys doing though? How's everything been? Today we're sipping on some light beer and some KA pineapple, a little mix, nothing crazy. But all good, man. What are these mentions? Okay, that's just the Twitch notification going out. And just make sure we get this sound set up properly and we get going. But yeah. Drinking bourbon for Bezzy. Bourbon for Bezzy. All good here. How you been? Yes, Jabba. It's been a minute, bro. We need to link up, man. We need to link up. Gotta let me know if you can make that event that I told you about as well. You know what I mean? Keeping in non-sober. Drinking that water, Big up, Jabs. The sample was tough. Some easier than others. Yeah. I mean, I heard the sample originally. I thought, you know what? This is going to be a challenge. And you know me, I always will opt for the challenge just because we need to be challenged as producers and we need to be able to, just be able to perform when things aren't always on our, it's not our plane, it's not our pitch. You know what I mean? It's not we're playing away, and you still got to be able to pull something out of the bag. You know what I mean? Alex JL lurking, we appreciate that. So we have a little lurker truck in here as well. I think you have to type command for that one. Still, all good. But yeah, Alex J, I hope you're good, my bro. The one sample I changed so much that you can't even tell. But I did promise. You know what, Biz? I'm assuming that a lot of this is going to be us trying to decipher where the sample is. It might be, I tried to hang on to it as much as I could, but you guys will find out how well I did. Yeah, we definitely need to make something happen now. Been too long. Yeah, Jabba, man. Hit me up.
Long life and prosperity.
Hey, Alex Gerald coming through with a prime sub. We love that. Appreciate you.
Bullet.
You know how the thing set. You guys always coming through
Long
with
life and
support.
prosperity.
What is happening? Hey, Bezzy coming in with the 5 gifted subbers. We gotta show love to Bez, man. Hey, always coming through support, man. Much appreciated.
Long life
bro.
and prosperity.
I'm talking to you, but it's just a sea of John's faces right now. The levels. But yeah, if you guys just got a sub, make sure you say thank you, right? People in here,
Long
the
life and
gangs in here
prosperity.
supporting Mama Walsh got a sub. We love to see it. Bezzy, every time, man. Every time, my bro. Appreciate you. It's good though. Like you see a few people in here have got like, renewals.
Long life and prosperity.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. But anyway, intro's over. Let's get in to the Cook Up Club. Yeah, I just got a feeling people are gonna
Long life and
struggle this
prosperity.
week. But we'll get through it. We will get through it. We'll see. We'll see. It's Jackson, bro. I was just saying, I'm not sure what's happened to you, but it's all good, my G. I'm in there, bro. It's all good, my bro. As long as you're here, man, you're gonna hear. I was expecting to see a beat from you, though, my brother. Gave everyone the sample. Where's it at, my G? Send it to me if you can, because I ain't seen you on here still. Man supplied the sample, didn't supply the beat. Jackson, walk on. But anyway, let's get into the Cook Up Club. My man just got here in time. Let's hit the little button and transition over. Let's go. Yeah. We're in here. I've been working on some projects, bro. Stress. Bro, phone me after the stream. Let's catch up, man. It's all good. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen, but in our Discord, it's been a tough week for the community with this sample. So I'm hoping everyone could do you proud, my G. But let's have a listen. So who's up first? We got OP32. I like the Sony PlayStation light in the back. Yeah. Shout out, Sam. That was one of my Christmas presents this year. So I had to just throw that straight on the stream. There's a few bits I want to get. I've been thinking about getting like a Thanos Infinity Glove. Just one of the ones that just sits there. Just boom, just sits in the back. Or a Mandalorian head. Like a helmet. One of them things. Yeah, man. I've been thinking about it. Excuse me. I bought this little back bit here. This little, obviously for storage, but also just to have stuff in the back. Bit of personality and also like potential sponsorship stuff. You know what I mean? Just create places to slide those products in or whatever. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get into the first one. We got here OP32. Hey, happy to be here for a second episode. I didn't have much time this week, so I did something fast and special for you guys. First time I've experimented with dancehall, so hopefully you can enjoy it. Vocals from Buju. Mad. So, wait, when did he submit this? When did we even drop the sample? Because he always does them mad early. Okay, so you've done it the same day I dropped the sample. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, let's see what the dancehall thing's saying. Cozy. He submit the ones quick. Sample. Yes, shorts. She's not even watching, but she knows I ain't even played the samples yet. I'm tired, but I'm sorry. Always coming through and saving the day. He submitted that one quick. Yeah, I don't know. He always does it mad quick. Anyway, this is the first sample supplied by Jackson. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Just locks off. One more time for those in the back. Sounded promising, was not. All right, and then I found this other one on Looper, man, because it's like a Indian kind of film theme. I found something else that might not necessarily go with it, but maybe, just keywords, man, metadata. Who drops samples with mic drops? I mean, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just a chop. Tay recognizes the sample, she thinks. See, I don't even know where it's from, and that's a first. Usually, like, we go with Looper Man just because it's a bit safe. So this could get us flagged on YouTube when this goes up later. But hey, man, you got to roll the dice sometimes. You got to roll the dice. Jackson, where did you get the sample from? Did someone send it to you, or did you clip it from some scene that you found, or whatever it is? This sample is trash, B. Yo, synth sounds straight off a 90s keyboard. Hey, it could be. It could be. You never know. Anyway, let's get into the first submission. So this is one of the things, guys, like, because it's not a, I think it's been a challenging sample for a lot of people. So I think it's going to be hidden well within the beat. So try and keep your ears, pricked up to see if you can find it, because that's what I'm going to be trying to do anyway. And we want to try and talk about the use of the sample. And if we don't hear the sample in your beat, make sure in the chat telling us what you did, or in the Discord general, just so we can, tap in with that. But let's get with the first one, OP32. Let's go.
Don't jump up to this non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy. Watch the turn of the ground. Here, much man to know. Me all walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. Tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance. Ram pa pa pam pam. Girl, let me in. Me have the thing where you are waving. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl. How where you get it from? Knock on your entrance. Ram pa pa pam pam. Girl, let me in. Why? But you be would be more than that.
Boy, man. Shout out OP32. Let's see what the chat's saying first and foremost, man. How does singer sound angry and happy at the same time? Sample could be a little loud in the mix for my liking. Drums are kind of drowning it. But for a first dancehall song, I can't hate. Gravelly voice with a slight increase in pitch. Need some sound system sub bass. Yeah, man. Opie, I'm not sure you're in the chat, but yeah, I feel like it was quite hard to hear the sample in there, but I could definitely hear little bits of the guitar lick and some of the pacing of, like, I don't know if it was the percussion or some of the bits of the sample. So it was in there, but it was very much buried beneath the, your drums and stuff. And obviously using a Buju, like, a cappella, like, man's flow is always there. So it's going to kind of definitely mask the use of the sample quite a bit. But yeah, I was expecting you to kind of chop in and out the vocal, but you just let it run through. I'm guessing this was a quick one for you. But yeah, I mean, it was a good attempt. It's a big song to take on, though. Like, for those that know the song, it's a big song. So yeah, it's hard to say if you've done it completely justice, but it was a good attempt for sure. But yeah, I would have liked to hear some more of the sample coming through, shall we say. But yeah, man, good effort as always. You know what I mean? It's not easy taking on genres that you're not used to and giving them an attempt and obviously submitting it to like a platform like this. It's always good to, have that kind of energy and that like, pride within yourself. Because I know you can make multiple genres. So yeah, definitely keep it up and keep listening to this sort of sound if you want to keep on developing it and improving in this sort of style. But yeah, for real, shout out yourself. Who's up next? We got Bez Beats. Bez, what did you message me earlier? You was like, I had a. I think this isn't your first attempt at this one, so I don't know if it's the second or the third, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. Yeah, I always like to hear people branch out. I'm telling you, it's a skill set. Like we was talking about in the general chat the other day. I think it was me and Sensei was talking about. What do you focus on? Just your own sound and just keep on developing that, or do you experiment with other things and learn stuff? And I was talking about it all depends on your where you are and what you're trying to do, but there's no harm in like understanding how other genres work and pick them apart because there's gems in everything. And if you can work out something in another genre, if you understand the basics of it or the core purpose of I don't know how they're doing achieving a certain sound, it's possible that you can transfer that into your into your current genre. And that's how a lot of these new subgenres are made or these new kind of styles. Like it's usually borrowed from somewhere else. Like most people in this game are not completely original. Everybody draws from everybody, you know what I mean? And by drawing from everyone, you make something new. So yeah, original and new is a whole different conversation, isn't it? But yeah, gotta branch out, gotta try new things and just like develop. Otherwise, you're gonna be stagnant and just bored of making the same kind of stuff. So yeah, I always salute it, regardless of what stage it's at. But yeah, let's get into Bez Beats. Crispy in the chat. Let's see what you got up to, my bro. Big Bezzy up in here. Yeah, man, I enjoyed that one, man. That was it sounded mad Canadian. That's what I'll tell you that. It sounded mad Canadian. Like I was waiting for, certain Canadian artists to come through. Like kind of started giving me like Drizzy headline vibes with the way he was doing some of those arps and how he was doing like even some of the progressions in there. And then even how it developed towards the end, like it was solid. Yeah, man, I enjoyed that. Yeah, what were we saying here? Short's coming in with the ooh. Listening to her podcast. Real chill for how hard the bass is. I like it. Short's dropping the fire emotes. This is all right, Busy. Turns out you can polish a turd. All right, but don't play, weird one for me, but I had a few vibes. I mean, it's definitely weird for you, but like at the same time, you manage to pull something quite commercial off of it. Like that could be used in so many different instances. Like Bieber could jump on that. Like maybe not with the kind of percussion at the beginning, but the overall grand scheme of the beat could easily be given to someone of that kind of caliber. You know what I mean? So easily, just yeah, I think he did well, man. I could hear the sample in the back there, bits and pieces. It was definitely tucked in there, but you could hear like the percussion and a few bits and pieces. Yeah, I think he did well, man. I think he did well. Lowell Berkey, best podcast out here. Subscribe. Shorts ain't playing around. But yeah, Bez, man, I gotta give you one of those again, man. I like that. You definitely pulled something out. You pulled something out. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than that. That's the thing that makes me laugh. Like people always tap in the chat like it's something like, oh, this is terrible. My cat's just died, sort of vibes. But oh man, like it sounded hard. So that's all good. Anyway, let's get into the next person. We got Lebinsky. Let's just call this experimental. I manipulated the Bollywood strings to all hell, dropped it minus 43 semitones. What the hell, minus 43 semitones? You must be using a plugin to get that kind of depth of, yeah, just lowering the pitch that much. The parts that man's stating, the parts where the samples come in, like this is whosampled.com. The parts 25 and 35 are also the Bollywood strings. All right, so I'm guessing this is going to be some serious, manipulation if he's having to break it down, which we appreciate. So let's get into it. Lebinsky. Fam, my brother, what do you say to that? You didn't even need to explain that you used the sample. But I get it because I think some of those really low textures that you had there, like the little bubbly blah, 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 sort of sounds, I think that's what you're describing as the Bollywood strings, which is mad that you was able to achieve that kind of texture with that. Mental. Before we even get into the chat, first thing I'm going to say to you is, I saw you write in the Discord this week that, yeah, I'm thinking about streaming, but I don't know what I'm doing or this and that. And I'm like, are you dumb, bro? The amount of stuff that's happening in that beat there, you could spend 2 streams breaking down what you did in that beat right there. Like, there's way too much to talk about, right? There's been times where we've told you to like make a little tutorial or make a breakdown video. I don't think you've done a lot of them, but on stream, I'm pretty sure a lot of us will be in here trying to pick your brain apart and be like, okay, how is you manipulating this serum or whatever you're using to do that? Even your mixdown tips are really clean for the kind of EDM space. So yeah, I just feel like, bro, you need to just open OBS, get your sound in there, and press start streaming, right? and we'll turn up and we'll embrace you. You know what I mean? The community here will definitely turn up for that. Have a listen to the vibes that you got going on and have an insight, because I think you're actually a lot better than you think you are, which is good because you're humble. But at the same time, it's dumb because you need to realize how good you are. Because otherwise, you're gonna think it's just some hobby or whatever it is. You're actually really good, my bro, and you need to take this more seriously, and you need to start putting your music in places other than SoundCloud, shall we say, and start doing some actual releases. Like, let's get this going. This is no joke thing no more. It's 2022. Years are flying past us. Get it going. This is not a joke anymore. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's read what the chat's saying. My rent's over. Or at least I think it is. This is dope. Mixed loud, I like it. Lobo, loud for our old deaf ears. What? Yeah, how? Shorts with the emotes. Big. I want to see some of these Lubinsky sound design live stream. That's what I'm saying. So I didn't even see that comment. But that's the first thing that I thought about when I'm hearing this beat, and I just remember seeing your message like, what? Why is there apprehension? What's the problem here? There's a lot happening in your beats. Rise of Skrillex, Teacher Sensei. Heck, I'll take a Discord session. Yeah, exactly. Shorts will just tune into Discord. She's listening to this stream right now in podcast mode. She'll be there for that. So yeah, Lubinsky, each and every time. Madness. You know what I mean?
I say, fire, burn that rascal.
Absolute madness on that one there. So much use of the sample, so much energy, and it's just not stale. You know what I mean? Big. Who's up next? We got Sable in the chat. Sable in the Discord. Beck Rogers in the chat. No kick, no snare, no idea what I'm saying. A lot of no's I'm seeing right here. Let's get into it. Let's see what you got.
Black love, black love, black love, black love.
Yeah. Bert Rogers. Bro, very different vibes from you. I know you said this time you're gonna try and do other styles, and it's refreshing, man, because you're trying new things. You're like, I think this is another instance where you're using 808, where it's different, which is good to see. I think my criticism, I'll say, like, I think you might need to get like that 808 was good, but it's not. Could have been a better choice of the sample that would have carried it over enough. Like, it's thick, but it didn't have enough kind of harmonics in it just to give it that kind of, I don't know, weight. But then again, like, using plugins like Thermal and stuff like that could have just given it a bit of beef or a bit of saturation. But yeah, it was nice, man. I think what I particularly did like was how you used the sample and made like a little stinger out of it. Like, every couple of bars you'd throw it in there and it would just be like a little. Was it like the Bollywood kind of screeching sound that it was on like every bar? So yeah, I really like that. Nice little delay on that as well. Then I think the synths were a bit. Some of them work, some of them not as much, not as well. I think you could have blended them a bit more into the beat with like maybe some reverb or some little bit more um, delays or so. Even dampening down some of the, the high frequencies out of those synths to kind of blend them in the touch. Yeah, a lot of ways you could have taken it, but it definitely was eerie. Like Shorts just said. Let's see what the chat's saying. But said the string sample is in the intro. The other samples mainly the drum, snare, and random beeps. Just wait till he changes his name again soon. Change name to Rug Bodgers. It's actually just 2 sections duplicated as well. I couldn't make the second drop work. Anyway, stick, but could have benefit from a snappy kick on top of it. Yeah, it could be. Could have worked. This is eerie. I did originally, but I wanted to go no kick just for you. I mean, listen, sometimes it's the way, I finished the batch of beats this week and some of the beats didn't have any kicks in it. And, I'm not mad at that. Sometimes that's the vibe that people want. Deathcore rap. I analyzed that one on my TC Electronics. It told me it needs more cowbell. If you guys caught Alex JO stream, he got a second cam up to show his it was Clary M, and it was good to see the levels. It's funny because I sent in one of my beats and he was just like, "Wow, you're really pushing the limit on it." I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't sound like it." You know what I mean? He's like, "It doesn't." Alex Joe always cracks me up. He's got the face of just like light bulbs going off in his head, like raw. It's always good to see. I love to see when we all like it's happened to me a few times. I watch everybody's streams. I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna do that in my stream or do that in my beats and stuff, man. It's all good that we're all learning from each other, man. It's literally community. You know what I'm saying? But good attempts, good energy as always. You know what I mean? It's good to see you going down a different direction, but it does need refining, and it's only gonna get there through repetition and practice, man. So you're on the right path, man. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? I'm just like I always remember like the first couple of beats like some of you guys submitted compared to what we're doing now. Like this Chalk and Cheese is a completely different conversation, completely different people. So always remember to pat yourself on the back. It's one of them ones. You don't know. Who we got up next? Alex JL, Mr. Lurker in the chat at the moment. Let's see what you got up to. I think that was executed really well. I think the drop was a bit long for me. I would have liked, or like, not even the drop was long, but I think the kicks came in too soon. Like, I always feel like when the kicks come in too early, it kind of gives the game away a little bit. Or it's like the drop's coming later, but I like the drop to hit with a kick. If you put the kicks in before, kind of spoils. You're sitting on Christmas, sitting down at Christmas and like as a kid, right? One of your presents is ripped. And you can kind of see what it is. It's kind of ruined the surprise a little bit. You know what I mean? You want to rip off that paper and be completely surprised. So I always say like hold back on dropping some of the elements. If you're gonna do a long drop, hold back on a lot of the elements and then just hit us with it. You know what I mean? Just hit us with the drop. But I loved when it broke down into that really moody section. Kind of reminded me of like a substance base from like Output or something like that. That kind of grit to it. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. Real nice. And it just got better as it went on. It just progressed. Do you know what I mean? These different directions and just energy. You know what I mean? What's the chat saying? So I put moody. The bass is nice. Substance bass. Shorts just putting the roll in a mega low. 2 a.m. Miami Vice beats vibes. So trippy, nice. I like the journey. Nice reverberated.
Oh my God!
Nice reverberated woodblock snare. I liked it. Yeah, it was panned a bit more. Was it? It's panned a bit left to the left for me, which is fine. But it did kind of. I don't know. I like my snares a bit more central in it. Depends. Like secondary counter snares. Yeah, throw them in there a bit. And if you're gonna move it like just a little less, because when I start thinking about it in a different direction, it's distracting me from the rest of the beat. So just keep that in mind. But it's always good to use the panning. Bert loves a good snare. Best bit of the tune. Oh my god. Oh man. There was a lot happening there. Alex Joe, you did well, man. So I gotta give you a little salute for one of those ones there, a little clap. I enjoyed it. Proper moody beat. All right, who we got up next? We got Short Motif. Short's listening through her podcast setup because internet's not strong enough to carry the feed. It's all good. Let's see what you came with. Short Motif. Yo, that was what is the words, man? Super kind of the bounce on that the percussion was just crazy. Like so much happening, like in a good way, like so many layers, but they worked really well together, like stacked. Like it's difficult to establish a bounce when you're changing it a lot, but you manage to establish it and also develop it and take it through different stages. I liked what you did there. Like there was real industrial sounding, and it took a minute until the sample came in. Then it just came in like chopped up, spliced up. Then you left it quite like raw, as in like, the end of the percussion bit of the sample was like. Then it just created a little gap for you to just like make these nice little gestural devices into like other parts of the beat and really transition all the bits in between. Did really well, Shorts. Did really well. I did want the kind of B section you had was just like broken down with like another set of percussion. Would have loved like a little filthy 808 coming in from time to time, just to add on little elements, maybe some pan 808, which is like those like not drilly, well, kind of drilly ones, but like, just energy transition bits. But it was more just kicky and kind of percussion in there. But it was nice to have it A and B in three bits and pieces. Um, and coming back to like, oh, I remember that bit, and now it's different and stuff. So you did well, really well. It's a hard sample to deal with, and like Shorts. I just remember when we was on Discord that time, and you was trying to learn how to sample, and it was a mess, right? And we was having to break down BPM and like get it in time first before you can even do anything. And like, you got this one, and look, you took it to a whole nother place. Yeah, needed a filthy drill air weight for sure. Yeah, like in those little bits and pieces there, little pockets, it would have just been the cherry on top. But he did really well. What's chat saying? Indigo, what's good? Peroni, what's good? Good to see you guys in there lurking and chilling. If you guys missed it, we're flipping like an Indian kind of Bollywood sample. It's been a rough week for the man them and the people them, but we're in here. What we got here? Some travel vibes going on here from Bezzy. Love the dark feel. Nice one, Shorts. Always welcome. Proper dark. Love the loud bass. Mama Walsh, sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, needed a filthy drill. Yeah, I remember when Shorts and I didn't even know how to make a beat. Come on, man. Look what you guys are making now. It's incredible. And now you both are awesome. Peroni, speakers up. Yeah, man. I always say every stream, you guys just growth. Levels coming up completely. Good to see it. But yeah, Short's done well. Good use of the sample. For sure. Who we got up next? Tom Fox. Let's go. That is jokes. It's like it was, you know what? It's so short. We're gonna play it again, right? Because that would have been like the normal time. We'll give that one more time. That is, you know what is funny for me? Because it's like, obviously you made the bass out of the sample, right? And sometimes when you like filter samples with like multiple kind of like stereo textures, excuse me, into a bass, it's quite hard to get a kick to sit on it. But you managed to do it. So it was quite thick, but then the kick still came in prominent. And I didn't really hear side chain or nothing like that. Maybe if you did, it was subtle, but at the same time, it came through. Drums were nice. You built it quite well. But in the end, it's like what's it? It's like spinning. It's like spinning a top spinner, right? And it's just spinning. It's spinning, and then at the end of it, you let it kind of just topple over because you're like, all right, guys, this is the real sound of the bass. It came from this, and it's like you revealed. It's like the magician revealing the secrets of like this is what it was, which was quite fun. It's just a little. I could just like see a visual of like a spinner just toppling over. So you know what I mean? It was just to make sure people understood where it came from. But yeah, he did really well, man. I thought I'd try something new. I don't know. Listen, it's you know what it is, right? Like I'm not gonna say that's one of the best beats you submitted, but what I'm gonna say is like, as for like mix and how you thought about executing this beat and stuff, it's definitely like you can see your thought process is elevating, and then you're getting more creative with it. So that's always a good skill to develop because if you know you could do that with that sample, any piece of audio you get, you can turn into a bass. Really, you know what I mean? Like what's to stop you? So these are fundamental skills that's really gonna help you. So well done, Tom, man. That's fire, big time. The ending would have been a great drop. Yeah, just to spend it round again, man, for another 40 seconds or so. Just send it round. You know what I mean? Sure, Indigo saying it for real. Reverb is fancy. Haven't heard house from Tom before. Sweating out in the warehouse, industrial style drums, 100%. Love a bit of house. Yeah, man. I think what you tried to achieve was successful, and that's been validated in the chat. So we love that. Cheers, guys. All good, all good. Matt Smith, what you got for us? Smith's tips. Let's get into it. I see the pull up come through. This is what I do, guys. If I see a pull up come through and I know it's about to end in like 5 seconds, I'll wait and then we'll pull it back up. Let's get back into it.
Sensational.
Yeah, man. Came in with some fire energy there. I like the fact that you came in straight with the line and said, "Look, this is the line. This is what else I'm doing with the line." And then here's the line again. And I'm adding a harmony to it with the other initial idea that I had. Just levels, man. You know what I mean? Just excuse me. Just levels to the whole development of building something. Because it started quite electronic with that kind of like moody bass in there, and then it just came in straight to like a little rock out sesh, which was just like head banging and just nice slapping of the snare drum. You know what I mean? Just energy. It did feel like there was a few like tempo kind of like weird bits in between it, like transitions and stuff. I don't know how much of that you was doing live and then like splicing it together, or I don't know, but there was some little judders there, but it was in a way it kind of added to the kind of realism and liveness to the kind of feel. So I ain't mad at all. I would have liked a little bit of reverb and those additional synths that came in a bit later on, just because it would have just added some nice depth to the piece and just really, to me, made it a bit more ethereal or just like choral or just like just provided more space. Because when those drums came in, it really narrowed it down. Yeah, there was some tempos so I didn't have time to fix. All good. all good completely. I just feel like, yeah, just to add to like establishing the space, because when you drop into recordings, it can start to sound quite mono, unless you start panning stuff out. You know what I mean? So like, if you want that wideness, just like really pan stuff out, get that separation a bit more. Just give us like, because the musically it was big, but like space wise, just like expanding it out. You know what I mean? Excalibur Zero, what is good, my bro? Guys, make sure you give my bro a follow. Yeah, but listen, that was heat. Big heat. You know what I mean? Big heat. What am I doing? I haven't uploaded my beat, so let me just do that, guys. But guys, I think that's the only submissions we have today, which is a bit disappointing, but only because I know the sample this week was challenging. So I've got a feeling there was a bunch of people that attempted it and couldn't bring something into fruition or wherever the idea was trying to take them. So it's all good. We got no hard feelings. My thing is like, if you attempted it, say I couldn't submit something completely in, but just say like, this is what I got to. You know what I mean? Like, this is a work in progress Discord. Like, just show us where you got to, and we'll take it on. So, guys, if you guys are watching this back and the ones that didn't submit, we're happy to take unfinished bits, because I tell you, the majority of us, this is what we could cook up in the time we had. You know what I mean? It's not the most polished thing. It's just what we did. Do you know what I mean? So try and overcome that barrier if you can. If you can't, it's up to you. But I'm just saying, there's growth and there's always feedback to be given on any part of the process of a beat or an idea, a composition, whatever you like to regard your music as. Like, people can always help you take it to the next level if you allow them to. And that's it. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, Shorts did hers today. What? Litty with CPU issues. I swear you just got a new computer. Well, not new, but you know what I'm saying. What's the problem? Oh, I'm guessing you haven't migrated everything over yet and you're still using that MacBook Air. Keeping the streak alive. See, I love that. You know what I mean? Make it a thing that you can't miss submitting to this thing. Yo, what's good, Mr. Red Shots? How you saying? What you saying, my bro? Big Alpha in the chat. Make sure you give him a follow. He's a streamer also. You know what I mean? We go way back. But yeah, guys, that's what we're up to. That's the submissions we got today. We're going to get into my beat. For those guys who have just joined, we're going to play the sample again just because it's a shorter stream today. Almost gave up at last night, but I said I wouldn't miss the season, so I sucked it up. You got to do it, man. You got to do it. Let's run the sample again before we run into my beat. It's a shorter stream. So that was the first one. This is the second. The ethereal thing. So we've had some good beats with that, guys. If you want to hear the previous beats, make sure you watch this VOD back or watch it back on YouTube or join the Discord and actually, you know, come and listen to some of these beats. So where's my Discord button? Someone hit this. Here we go. Someone hit Discord in the chat and we'll get through it. But yeah, it's time for my beat. So this is how I got on with it. Like I said, guys, it was a rough week for me also, but we pulled something off. So let me know what you guys think.
John the Dreamer.
Appreciate you guys redeeming the bomb, dropping the emotes, all that stuff. We love it. Yeah, man. Like I said, guys, it's been a tough week for us all. Like to me, that's not one of my best beats at all. But we show up, we get something done, we come in with the vibes. You know what I mean? So we try our best. You know what I mean? So yeah, what's the chat saying, real quick? I missed a few comments. I almost gave up last night. These guys, man, I'm trying to give me a heart attack. You know, take it easy. I once gave up, but I sucked it up. Yep. Truth is, I migrated, but I didn't authorize everything, so I had to run home. Did it in 2 hours with work calls in between. Sure, that's fire for being able to pull what you came with in 2 hours, and on your old machine because you haven't authorized all your plugins yet. It's an easy mistake to make. You know, that's another thing you got to factor in for sure. We've got Club Banger, emotes going off. Mr. Red Shot, stronger the signature. I appreciate that. You know, it's something that people always say. Like I have like like a signature sound. Like you can kind of tell if it's my beat. I still haven't kind of worked out what it is. Is it like a bounce or is it just a feel or whatever it is? But yeah, a few people say that to me from time over the years, and I'm still trying to work out what exactly it is because you know with some producers you can be like, all right, it's this or it's that or it's this, but I don't know. Maybe it's just hard for me to say. Maybe I need someone to tell me what my sound is. Do you know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Excalibur Zero hard. I was cranking out that one bounce was crazy. Yeah, Excalibur, bro. Listen, I was like, could probably use this on a sync track, you know, little drama track. You know what I mean? Little TV thing. But obviously it's a little sample, so can't really submit that one because I don't even know where that sample came from. My boy sent that to me. That's not one of Splice or Looperman, but. Whatever look, bro. Whatever look. But I could definitely see that one working on TV. I was thinking about it. For sure. I like the reverb on the twangly guitar. Interesting. And it fills the space. Definitely still room for a rapper. See, this is the thing that, you know, I don't want to say preaching about, but that's always the thing I'm thinking about the most is being able to be as creative as possible, but not without getting in the way of an artist being there. Like even in the verse, it's kind of like quite exposed, quite pulled back. And like that's hard for producers to do because it's like, oh, I need to fill that gap with something. But then sometimes you got to remember that filling the gap that's usually missing is the rapper if you're making hip hop beats or do you know what I'm saying? So always before you think about adding in another lead or open up flipping Balkan and like slapping in some extravagant violin or whatever it is, just remember that the space that you could be hearing could be the rapper or the artist that's their space there. And that's what I always try to do, you know, because when rappers jump on my beats, they're just like, yeah, man, I got space to breathe on here. You know, you do little chops in there for me to get excited to, and I make sure my writing writes into those gaps. You know, I'll swap around punchlines so they hit harder where you've done that little effect. Don't go over the top, but you know what I'm saying? More comments coming through. It's the way the 808s sit for me. They sound very heavy but refined. I hear that. It does take some time. It's probably something I need to make a video on, just how I do it. I think it's tasting samples and the clean mix. Appreciate that. I always give myself a hard time when it comes to the mixing, just because I always try to make it bright enough, but not too bright. But not always successful. It's one of those ones. Super clean. It's good to hear that you guys come with the vibes, though. James, yo, John, that track was sick. Appreciate that, bro. Man's just woke up in Australia, eating his Rice Krispies, banging those kind of club beats there. Shout out James, everyone. Sauna family up in here. You done, no? Mr. Rodshots with what's that? What is that emo? Is that like a hitting the target thing? I appreciate that. That's love. But yeah, guys, it's been a very short stream. Let's get into this little small, bigger camera and that. Because it's episode 2 of season 3. Man, hey, Alpha, try to give man a heart attack, my brother. Allow it. It's one of those ones. But like I always tell everybody, yeah, listen, it's 2022. Everyone's price has to go up. Let's hit the button. You guys
Price
know.
went up.
Energy this year.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Energy for this year, right? Hold on to that, right? Your level is improving. Your price is going up, everything. Just been holding on to that. Yes, Alpha, you know the things. That's the, you know what I mean? I tapped into your stream earlier today. Man was doing some sick feedback, but I couldn't actually upload something. But one of these weeks, I'm gonna come through and drop a track myself and provide some feedback, my bro. I like to see what your community is doing, and it's growing, man. Love to see it. But yeah, yesterday's price is not today's price. We're moving up. You know, the paper I told you about last time is not today's paper. Keep that in mind. But guys, we're gonna end the stream there. It's been a short stream. We will be next Friday. I will be streaming both of my cook-up beats, breaking them down. This one and the one from last time. I think episode 1 of season 3. It's definitely one of my favorite beats that I've done for the Cook Up Club. So if you missed that one, make sure you tune in with that one. Super cinematic and definitely one that I'm proud of. So we'll be breaking that one down, what banks I was using, what drum sounds, all that good stuff, how I brought it together, mix all of that. So make sure you tune in for next Friday. It was supposed to be last Friday's stream, but I just wasn't feeling it, man. I weren't feeling too well. So we're going to make up for it. We'll do both of the beats in next Friday's stream and get into it. But guys, as always, appreciate you coming through. It's been your boy, John the Dreamer, and I'll see you in the next stream. Take it easy. Let's go. Let's hit my end screen.